Dave Reindel, welcome to our show. You are an entrepreneur. You and your wife, Janet and Beth, work in this office and up in Connecticut. And tell me, what should somebody who's at what age? First of all, what age should somebody should be looking at their retirement years? Should it be 40? Should it be 45? 50? What age should they be?
Minimum 40. We're seeing more people in their 40s and 50s today coming in wanting to talk about it. It's out there that guess what? We should be worried about our retirement. The people in their 40s and 50s today have a great chance of not having a pension. A lot of companies have done away with pensions. So the three bucket approach is all done. Pension, Social Security, and we saved on our own. So now it's going to be their 401k or what they're saving on their own plus Social Security. And it's scary. People are afraid. And they should be afraid. And they should be saving more, and they should be getting ready for retirement. You know, everything you talked about in the show today is scary stuff. And where we're going and what's happening in this country, you know, people don't have any idea where we're going to be. And I think if you can do some certainty some places in your life, and you can do it in your retirement planning, that gives you some peace of mind.
Dave, I know that you really work with a lot of people, like you just said, that are getting into the planning stage of that. But so many seniors that say 55, 60 and up, they really are scared to death of running out of money. You talk to them about safe money alternatives.
I do.
And tell me about that.
Well, there are products out there designed that have been getting better and better. I think they're getting better and better every year, and they just a company just came out with a product that's even better. I mean, it's an innovative era we're in, and we need to, you know, we're talking about products.
Now, these are insurance products.
These are insurance products. They're the only product, all right, and the only kind of company that can guarantee income is an insurance company. That's what they're about. They have reserves. They have to have reserves to back up their guarantees. The insurance companies during the Depression survived because they had reserves. So we're talking about guarantees by major companies, highly rated, and here I put in some money, and they're going to give you income. And the ways we do that vary. It depends on the person's age, what they want to leave for their heirs, husbands and wives. I mean, every plan is individual. There's not one plan or one way to do it for everybody.
There are a lot of varieties. Yeah, but the thing here,
it takes time. It takes time.
And here's the difference, I think, for our people. If you're buying a stock, whatever it might be, the broker and the company doesn't take the risk. You, the individual, take the risk.
Exactly.
If it goes up, you get good. You get, but if it goes down, you take the burden. And many people seniors had bank stocks and had paid big dividends, and look what happened. And what you're talking about are insurance products, basically called fixed indexed annuities, that not many people know much about, do they?
Probably do not. Nope.
And that's the kind of products that you're describing here, fixed index annuities which give less return, right, than a security if the security goes up, right. But you don't have the downside risk.
There's no risk. Principal is protected. Principal is protected. That's a big deal. Income is protected, and depending on how old you are, and again, you know, people in their 60s and 70s, again, are in the situation where they got themselves into the market at the wrong time, and you know, the 90s we all thought never was going to end, and it did. And 2000 came, 2001 came, and things looked a little better. And here came 2008, and all of a sudden people really started to panic.
And David, you're one of the best in the business, and the reason you're the best is because you care about your clients. I know that your mission is to help the people make a decision that they're comfortable with. So tell me how that happens and how you go about that.
Well, the process is they get to know me through a variety of ways. They refer to me. They may come to a workshop. They may hear me on my local radio station, which you've been on with me. And then it's a process of meeting and building a relationship. And we take time. We do this in stages. I need to know what their budget is. I need to know what their sources of income might be, what they think they are. I have to know what they think is their retirement nest egg, because it may be different than it really is.
Yeah.
I have to know what they think their risk is, and it may be more than they think they have. So we have to go through a bunch of questions, and this could take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 appointments, and I'm willing to spend the time. And I don't, you know, I have no consideration of compensation when I do this. I do this, Fran, I meet anybody. somebody wants to come to my office, they come in, and I'm known in my community to give information services.
And you do it free of charge, whether they do business with you or not. But here's
I
something.
do the planning free of charge.
All right. Here's something I want to ask you. I always have thought that an idiot with a plan will always beat a genius with no plan. And I know that most seniors, which I'm a senior, I know I don't look it, David, and you're a young pup, but I'm a guy 72 years old. But most of my friends, as I started looking at these products 10, 12 years ago, most of my friends had no plan to ensure they didn't run out of money. They just were waiting for the market to come back again and back again and back again, or for the real estate to go up again, so forth. But how do you help? Do you help these people with the planning aspect to make sure they have a plan?
That's it. And the planning is everything. The planning is documents. The planning is estate planning. The planning is saying, okay, I'm starting with this amount. Here's the income I'm going to need at this point. Here's what I'm going to need. What if I do have a pension, and when I pass away, only half it goes to my wife, or none? Then what's going to happen to her? So we do a planning to look at that aspect. I have people come in and I say, how much, if you pass away, of your pension will go to your wife? And they say, I don't know. I said, well, you got to go find out, and then we can talk some more, because we need to know. That's the planning part. You need to know every piece of the puzzle and put it together, and it takes time. But the thrill, I have a passion for this.
Oh, I know you do.
The thrill I have is that when it all comes together, and I can say to somebody who's thinking about retiring, you can retire. I had a woman come in to see me, and I ran the numbers, and I said to her, she said, I want to retire at 62. We knew Social Security was going to be at 62. She's a single woman. She only had a 401k. She had no pension.
No pension.
But she did a diligent job of saving in that 401k, a real good job. Between that and Social Security, I told her, you can retire at 62 if we do if you do what I suggest and put your money in a guaranteed place. Here's the income you'll have, and you don't have to worry about the market conditions or anything. She started crying.
David, now tell me this: how can people be in touch with you? And our people from all over the country and all over North America. How can they? You got a website you can send them to?
The easiest way, my website, which is really complicated, is davidreindel.com.
All right, I got to spell.
REINDEL.com.
David Reindel, REINDEL.com. And if they come to your website, will you give them a copy of your book? He's got 2 books out. And if they come to your website,
one's out, one's about to come out.
All right, and the one's out, which is the one I like, because I like the headline. I like the name of the book. Don't Die Broke. It is one of the great books that if you're a senior, there's no obligation. You go to that website and tell them that you heard Dave on this program and that you would like to have a copy of the book. He'll get you a copy of the book. And David, I would imagine you've got 600-700 customers, and I would imagine that most of your customers now come from referrals from the people that have used you, and I think that's a great compliment, because you look now. I mean, we're all skeptical. Who do we trust with the Bernie Madoff thing and the Alan Stanford thing, and we hear about Ponzi schemes here and Ponzi schemes there? Man, I'd be scared to know, where I'm going to put money. They're not putting their money with you. They're putting it with an A-rated insurance company.
Exactly. Oh, yeah, exactly. They never write a check to me.
They never write a check to you.
No.
And it's not your insurance company. Again, these insurance companies that you're dealing with are all A-rated insurance companies that have that take the risk, and the individual again doesn't take the risk.
And they're all monitored by 50 states.
What's it cost for people to come to see you?
Nothing.
What's it cost for them to come to your website to get your free book? Nothing.
Because I'm on your show, I'm going to give everybody that calls in or comes to the website a copy of my book.
Yeah, and then we appreciate that, and it's David, it's good to have you here, and we want any of you entrepreneurs.